All right, thought I'd make a video. I'm sitting here looking at my tank. It's Sunday night. I haven't cleaned it since last Sunday, so it's pretty dirty. And if you look at, the walls of the tank, you can see there's some built up brown stuff over here. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but I'm going to do a water change tomorrow, and I'm going to keep doing what I've been doing. I think the tank looks pretty good. Everything is growing. I've had a lot of mishaps and corrections, but it's doing good. And right now I have 9 fish, and all 9 are looking good. Look at the clownfish. They're hosting the feather duster. And I just moved the other 2 feather dusters. You can see them to the bottom left. They're not open right now, but they have little fans on them. They lost their fans, but they're all the same age. I bought them all the same time, probably about a year and a half ago. And they're awesome to have in the tank. I really like the feather dusters, and the clownfish do too. And they're easy to keep. These 2 over here, I had put in this rock in the middle right there, but I pulled one out of this hole here, and then there was another one on the other side, and I put them over here next to the other one that's doing great. And they've been coming out. They're in right now, but I just cleaned the filter and did a little work to the tank. But all the corals are looking pretty good. This red flower pot isn't coming out right now, but the lights should be off. And, it's pretty late at night. I've kept the lights on just because it was daylight savings tonight. And I knew I wanted to come down here and take a look at the fish and see how everyone was doing. So I left the lights on and just cleaned the filter and changed the media. I changed the Phosguard, and I changed the ChemiPure Blue. And I have a couple different filter fabric things on the top that I use just to hold the sponge down and the 2 media bags. And it works pretty good. This is a pretty low maintenance tank. That's all I do. I change that monthly. I clean the tank and do water changes weekly. I do 10 gallons of salt water that I pick up at Petco. It runs me about $10 a week. So I gotta pay that. Plus I get a gallon of fresh water. And this 40-gallon breeder goes through about 5 gallons a week in the summertime. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, in the summertime. And it goes through less in the wintertime, especially since I'm keeping it covered with this glass cover, which I am doing because I'm not here on weekends. I go skiing every weekend, and I leave this thing alone, and I do all my maintenance on Monday nights, typically. So I put the glass top on just because I'm not here to top off, and I didn't buy an auto top off, and I don't think I'm gonna. I just don't want to dump any money into this tank that for stuff that I can do myself. That's why I just try to keep it simple. And for the type of corals and the type of fish that I get, I think it's pretty successful. Some corals do better than others in my tank. But I've had, a lot of successes. I've had a lot of corals that have grown and done well, that I started with little frags, like this Duncan right here. That, I think I had 1 or 2 heads to start with. That Flavia back there, that thing was tiny. And that's 2 years old. That's one of the first corals I got, is that Flavia up top. I have simple small polyp stony corals, real simple hardy ones. And I have some, some different stuff in here. Nothing crazy, but it's all stuff that I can take care of and that does well in my tank. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, but I just thought I'd shoot a quick video. This fish is pretty cool. That is a Midas blenny that I got a little while ago. And then this guy here, he is a Royal Gramma. and he doesn't come out that much. He has a little hole in the rock that he sleeps in, but he's out right now, you know. And I have this cardinal fish. He's a nice fish. He just kind of hangs out, you know. I have this chromis that I've had, one of the oldest tank fish in this tank, and he's doing good. He gets bullied by the clownfish a little bit, but they seem to get along okay. You know, here he is. There's the Midas blenny. He's a cool fish. Kind of swims like an eel. He perches and he changes color, which is funny. You know, he goes from a yellow like this to, when he sits on the rocks, you can't really see, but he turns like a gray and black, which I didn't know they did that. But he's like a happy fish, you know. Here's our Watchman Goby. He's doing good. He's hanging out. I have a hawkfish, a fire hawkfish somewhere. I don't know where he is, Bert. And then we have a Melanaris wrasse, and it is sleeping right now. We have a cleaner shrimp right there. We have Nassarius snails. These guys are awesome. I probably have 10 in this tank or more. They breed. They lay eggs. You see these things right here? These are Nassarius snail eggs. And to be honest with you, I see them all the time. I don't know if they hatch. I don't know if there are baby, you know, Nassarius snails hanging out here. But they're always around, and they go in the sand bed and stir everything up. And, you know, they're awesome to have. I got a lot of hermit crabs, probably too many, because the hermit crabs do poke at and bother the corals. So, you know, if you want perfect corals, I don't know if you want hermit crabs, because it's been my experience that they poke everything. And they get big, and they're hardy. They do well. I don't think I have a ton die off like snails. You know, I have all different types of snails in here. And I don't know. See, look at the blenny right there. You can't really see the color, but his head turns a different color. And then it turns like white, and look at that. And now he's white, and he's happy. He is an interesting fish. What else? Yeah, so this is the tank. Hope everyone's doing well. Later.